recording button. And let's go. So, no ambushes planned. We were alright. So, we're gonna have a smooth ride all the way to Zonich. Shut the fuck up, don't do that goddamn turtle. Kamui. No, Kamuo? Whatever, he sucks, who cares? Yeah, so it's a smooth ride for the guests, but the pilots are busy with maintenance and patrols and all that jazz. But Mister's been cleaning toilets non-stop, just like Rosa said she was going to make him do. And the caravan's food and fuel supplies got topped off in Gloria, but like actual range remains an issue. I hope that's on it, which is like a big commercial centre, might have something similar to Hydriu that Daikumaru can use. As with Gloria, the caravan itself is going to have to wait outside, so Mister's like, nope, I'm not going to be part of the shopping trip this time because I fucked up so bad last time. Van hasn't been. He's like, dang it. Van hasn't been idle, but he hasn't found the info he wanted either. All he's managed to do is get himself and a lot of basically any citizen of Japan Sealand that he spoke to is got in a bad mood. So Rosa is and Rosa's like, Van, you fucking piece of shit, you are not allowed off the Daikumaru anymore because all you do is cause trouble. Geez, fine. Kochi asks who the hell the Claude guy is, and why Van wants him, and then Van says he killed Elena. She was going to be my bride, and he killed her right before the wedding ceremony. It's like, oh wow, that's why he's in the friggin' tuxedo. And Monka's like, Elena? But Van's gonna chase the Claude man to the ends of the world if he needs be in order to fucking murder the shit out of him. Like Sakai says, you can watch Seed, thinks it's okay, and then hate it after watching Destiny. But if you watch Destiny first, then it's difficult to give it to someone to watch Seed. He bopped me waifu, poor Van, you got him, nailed it in the bud. But Goa is like, yeah, no, I think I know where you're coming from. But Rosa is like, no, he's a full-blown grown-up and he doesn't have the right to harass the public at large for part of his quest. And then Van is like, you don't tell me what to do, you're not the boss of me. And then Rosa's like, I'll throw him in the fucking brig, is that what you want? Is that what you want? And then Wendy is like, please everyone calm down, alright, please. Van is a good person, honest, for real. And Joshua's like, yeah, no, that's not what we're disputing, though. But before Rosa can finish saying that he's a huge jerk, Garrus gets on the pier and says, we're about to arrive at Zonit, so arms and legs inside the dragon, please. So everybody else has got to go to the briefing room. And Van is like, right, I'm out, I'm jumping off. Bye, see ya. Wendy doesn't have H's for eyebrows. These are her eyebrows, and then she's got bangs from the top of her head. You fucking guys. I don't think you do have to watch Destiny for Jay. I think Jay's all just Seed. And then comes like, sorry everybody for all the fuss, and then hops off with Van. So Spudgy's getting a message from a mysterious collaborator, and he's like, yeah, getting teleported here was a huge mistake. It was a targeting error during the attempt to wipe out the Daikumaru. The collaborator's got friends in Area Z who should be able to get Sparge back home, and he'll put in a good word with them whilst Sparge is heading there. The collaborator says that the campaign on Earth is going well thanks to the JAMA, but the strength of the Earthlings must never be underestimated. He mentions the Orb have formed a resistance movement, but it stays unnumbered. And then the collaborator's like, if you don't get back soon, Sparge, you'll miss all the action. But it's looking good for our chances of getting back to Earth. Scientists are hard at work on a transdimensional drive, but they need stuff from the shopping list to actually make it happen. This time, only Puria and Angelica are being sent for shopping duty to avoid notice. But Mist is also there's Sakon saying the fucking plan. Mist is given a chance to make up for his bullshit he did before, and he's going to be there to help them carry stuff. And to prevent any funny business, they're going in a truck. No robots for anyone to jump into. And Sakon's going to use this time to research Mr. and Angelica's power sources, so he can learn something useful. Looking at the length of the shopping list, it'd be too much for Mr. Alone to manage, to carry, so Yanma and the other crab bros are going along. And everyone else is just going to stand by just in case Darius and the Siberian Rail Company strike. However, Kyo, there on the bottom, is like, I'd like to be have an exception for that, please. He wants to chat with Sakon a bit to learn more about this world. And Garrett's like, sure, Suzuka, take him to Sakon. And then she's like, sure thing. Oh, by the way, Kyo, I warn you, Professor Sakon hasn't bathed in a week. He's like, okay. Meanwhile, Anna and Sarah are getting, having a chat about the prospect of Daikimari leaving after we're done in Zonit. And Anna would like to keep the caravan all together, and Sarah thinks that would be real good too. Anna is hopeful that Daikimari could take her to Area Z, because ever since she heard about the giant robot animals there, from her dad, she thinks it's cool as hell. And she's thinking about all the books, and then Kona's gonna come over. Oh, there's the other dude. Yeah, and here's Kona, and Kona's like, hey, I got a request for Gainer. He's like, what is it? He's like, here's some special items for the Silhouette Mammoth that weren't available back in Gloria. So go get some shit for me, please. And Sarah's like, I'll come too. And he's like, don't attack, just severe attention. He's like, I won't. I'll be super stealthy. And then Sako's lab is foreboding, and it's in this a disused portion of the ship that's normally closed to outsiders, and that keeps them all away from the professor and the professor away from them. Suzuka explains that once he gets into his research, food, bathing, and everything else falls by the wayside. Sometimes he doesn't even poop. And Kyo's like, I've only seen such single-minded focus from Professor Shiba. Shizuka says that someone's got to look on at him every while just to make sure nothing terrible has happened, and gets on the intercom to call him in. But he doesn't reply. She's like, I guess he's hiding from me, and the prospect of a forced bath. She's mad as hell, because she's like, fuck, I love to get him naked. And Kyo's like, I guess I'll just, I don't want to see him naked. Van is adamant that the core man, he's like, we've got to find the core man, we've got to find him. Well, how do you think we're going to get him? I don't know. Carmen suggests going somewhere where loads of people gather, like maybe the train station? And they already know the Clawed Man's trying to get to Zonit, and he's probably going to arrive by train, that's most likely, right? And it's like, a dude with a clawed hand should stand out. And with the advice given, everyone spreads out, and Carmen's going to go off to her own little errand. and she says she'll meet back in the central courtyard once we're done. Joshua struggles to keep up with Van, and Wendy's like, is Michael really in this fucked up city? Miss and everybody arrive at the marketplace, and everyone's like, wow, all these vegetables and fruit are exactly the same stuff that's from Earth. Weird. And then Mr. Angelica like, shit, they're also like stuff from a tree, right? As well, like, holy shit, I can't believe that all this fruit is the same. And yeah, they're like, how the hell is the Atremian Panelo made its way here when Atreme was wiped out? It's like, yeah, very interesting. I wonder what the deal was. Panelo? It's like, yeah, it's... So they talk about fruit and garbage. Van and everybody are like, wow, just because you find loads of people doesn't mean you just get info. Josh is doing the town cry approach and just going, anybody with info about a clawed man, come and talk to me, and everyone's avoiding him. And Wendy's like, maybe if you were quiet and just like ask the attendants at the train station instead of random people. He's like, okay, I'll give it a shot. So off he goes. And Van is like, right, fine. Let's get going. So he takes a few steps when a few voices in the crowd are like, hey, Van, Wendy. And it's Wendy's like, wait, that's my brother's voice. And Van hears a note like, wait, that's Gadved. And here's Gadved, and Gadved wants to chat with Van alone and tells him to follow. And Van's like, sure. And that leaves Wendy alone with her brother. Meanwhile, Kejin and everybody else have managed to, like, they actually saw the Gainer and Sarah here, and they're like, "Ooh, the goddess of luck's on our side." And the Gainer and Sarah, like, they're not going to get captured easily, but Kejinan's promotion is riding on them getting captured, so he's going to try hard. So Gainer leads Sarah into the arcade to hide, and while they're there, Gainer's like, well, maybe we should just friggin' blend in and game. And then suddenly, ding ding ding, a new game queen has just been announced for getting 200 victories, and that game queen is of course Cynthia. Gainer's like, oh hi, I'm Gainer, you're Cynthia, right? And he's super nervous about meeting his long-time online friend, and Sarah's like, wow, fuck this dude. I'm into his girlfriend. And like, hey Gainer, we don't have time for you to be like all nervous and excited about meeting your friend because we're currently surrounded by Siberian rail forces, right? And then Cynthia's like, oh wait, you guys are playing tag? Sure, let's go, out the back door. Mihail, it's Michael, but Mihail wants to know why Wendy didn't keep her promise to stay in the hometown, and she says, I came to save you! And he's like, oh, I guess my letter to you to not worry must have like crossed paths with you en route, right? And she says, basically, her brother has become one of Claude Man's friends, and he's never going home ever again. And he says that the Claude Man may have once been responsible for Shino, like Joshua's brother, Joshua's sister, and Elena, Van's fiance's deaths. But things are different now. He's a totally nice dude. He found his reason for living. And he tells Wendy to go home for her own good and live the quiet life and never follow him ever again. Go home and be a family lady. So the more we look, the more Atremian items we find, and put that together with the ruins that we found and the widespread availability of Earth stuff, and that's a weird mystery. What could be up with that? But basically Misty's like, it's a big mystery, but we probably can't solve it here, right? So let's finish our shopping list, get out of here, and get back to base to report all of the stuff we found. Carmen's search has yielded some info, and it was hard to get out of her contacts, but she got it. So she's walking back to the rendezvous, and she's stopped by a strange, enchanting woman with a staff, who's Fasalina, and she's got a really fucked up face. She's got a really fucked up face. You know how the lady in Code Geass, her fucked up face when she's like, "Oh my god, my weapon of mass destruction kills people," and when Lelouch is upset and like his eyes go to the side of his head, that's what she looks like all the fucking time. She's awful. But she smiles and says, Carmen, could you give back the files you just got back? Just no fuss, give them back." And she says, "If you refuse, I'll kill you," and takes her just out of the crowd's line of sight. And then she beats the shit out of Carmen and says, "Don't stick your head into don't get stuck into this any further than you already have." And she runs off, and Carmen is like, "What the? But, ooh." And then a man with the gaudiest outfit of all time shows up to try and help her out. Van has a lot of questions for Gadved, like whether he found the Clawed Dude or if he actually saved Wendy, Wendy's brother, from the Clawed Dude, and where is the Clawed Man now? And Gadved's like, "Don't rush things, jeez, it's been 3 years since your wife died." And back then it was Gadved and Elena who ran Van's life, and like they saved it from an injury. They operated on him, and they gave him Dan of Thursday's robot. They saved his life, but Van's like, "I couldn't return the favour in Eleanor's case, though she's dead." And the least he wants to do is kill the Clawed Man off, so he'll have some hope of facing Elena in the afterlife. And he's like, "Please, friend Gadved, tell me where the Clawed Man is." And Gadved just goes, and he says, "Do you know why Elena helped save your life back then?" And he says, "Van," he says, "you've got this habit of living through death, living as though death was your only destination, and I'm going to save you again, my friend, by becoming one of my comrades and join me in the quest for building an ideal world." And Van's like, "No, like, I'm mostly all about revenge. I don't really care about ideal worlds." And Gadved says that level of myopia and short-sightedness doesn't, like, you can't even begin to be in the same class as me and my friends, and we all work for the Clawed Man. And Van's like, wait. The Clawed Man is the man who ruined my life, right? And you joined forces with the man who killed Elena, right? Right? And now you want me to do the same? Yeah. So Van just loses his fucking mind. It screams, starts punching Gadved. He's like, "Tell me where the Clawed Man is." And Gadved doesn't care, like doesn't move at all. And he says, "It would take something more than brute force to stir my heart." And Van's like, "Yeah, whatever, dude. If I'm just hit you hard enough, you'll talk." So he's like, "Right, time to use my armor." Gaina and Sarah have avoided the Siberian forces with Cynthia's help, and Gaina summons his Overman and tells cool Overman, and he tells Sarah and Cynthia to get in, and Cynthia's like, "Hell yeah, but I'll just get in my own Overman." And so there you go. So I got my own, the Dominator, and she's like, "Knowing that you've got an Overman, I've got an Overman, that's proof positive that we really are fated rivals." And this is scenario 8. Terminal of Fate. So before we fight, Van wants to know one thing. What is it about the Clawed Man that made Gadved open his heart to him? And Gadved says his comrade isn't like as unusual and weird as Van thinks he is. He's strong, weak, cruel, kind, but he's very human. And what it takes to motivate people isn't the past, but the future. And Gadved wants Van to have a part in forging that future. And Van's like, fuck, no. I'm fed off of all this bullshit. And he's gonna beat the shit out of Gadved to show him what he thinks of the future. And it took the efforts of 2 people to save his life in the first place, so he's got a lot to prove. And here's Gainer and Cynthia, and Cynthia's like, yeah, let's go. It's gonna be a good game. And Gainer's like, it's not a game, we might die. And he's like, no, it's a good game. So Gainer tells Sarah to hide, and she's like, just don't lose. So all this commotion draws the Siberian dude's attention. And Cynthia's like, hey dudes, piss off, I'm having a cool fight over here, you fuckers. And Yasabura's like, no way. Considering retreat at this point would be tantamount to cowardice in the face of the enemy. And then eventually, like, Cynthia is like, okay, you can join in, but just stay out of my way. And again, it's like, ah, fuck. It's like, Gainer's just gonna have to deal with this all by himself until reinforcements arrive. I love when it says, oh wait, I like Reconquista because I'm a bad person. No, Reconquista is good actually. That's the secret. This fucker of Diablo of Monday. And we gotta kill him. And there's like no good spots, right? Like that's the closest actual good spot. Like that fucking rock. Some defensive positions. Cynthia, what are you doing? It's not a game. But Cynthia's got brain problems, like she doesn't understand that it's not a game. Oh, she's doing it. She's fucking Battletoads in it. Bonk. The Vets That Gundam TV series is kind of negative, by the way. That's... Did he just not fucking move? Fuck you then, dude. I'm gonna stand on your fucking balls. Godred! Can't believe you're working with the Claude dude. He's a good man. The Claude dude isn't a good man, by the way. He's Kira taken to a ridiculous extreme. And Kira was already ridiculous. God, what a strong attack. Okay, so 2 more of them and Van's kicking it. We'll try 20% bonus to not get ultra murdered. Come on. That's no good. That means he's not going to get it on the next one. Cynthia, what are you doing? It's not a game. We're gonna die. No way, dude. That's ridiculous. It's a good game. So, Daikimari flies over, gives us our shit, launching everybody. Yeah, so Gain is like, yo, Cynthia, how about we, you find something like a friendlier game than flying around in a lethal robot? Like, this is a good game. Gain is getting murdered. Gain, come on, let's go. Use your overman. Use your over skill. Yeah, so us showing up broke Gainer's concentration. Cynthia's like, I'm the best at real overman battle. And Gainer's like, shit, he's gonna die. We need to get King Gainer out of there. It's like, dang it. Cynthia, you sack of shit. We'll get revenge. And then Asher and Trin show up being garbage. He's like, Gain, I'm gonna get you, Gain. And then Gain's like, buddy, I'm having a bad day right now, so time to fucking, I'm gonna break some shit, and you're the shit I'm gonna break. I need to, like, heal him desperately. Let's try this one then. Oh good, brilliant. Massive damage. Transform round, and you just come stand over here with your sick command aura. Just don't do anything else. Use that. S-rank on the ground, so I would really like to, you know, use that to his advantage. But let's hell slap. Oh, we're only second in 3 days. Nice, 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 nice. Hell slap. The breaker. Time for a big magnet hug. I really like Bravey though. I thought it was good as well. Yeah, that's where I'm at, Spammy. I don't think I want to play Project Cross Zone. I just want to know all the funny interactions and things they do. It's so fucking tough though. And then he tells it to go home, so it turns into a sword and tries to fly to the satellite. Phew, he did it. Yes, yes. So, Van talks to Gadved, and Gadved's like, did I do the right thing when I saved your life? Given that life that I saved, and I've been using the pursuit of killing another one of my comrades? And it's like, well, he caused this whole mess in the first place, he kicked it off. But Gadved's trying to get the outside perspective on this, and he just wants to know, was he right when he gave Dan of Thursday a symbol of order and one of the original 7 to Van? And Van's like, I don't know, dude. This is all I know. And he gives him the old sword boffer. Ganved now says, right, fine, if I was in the wrong for saving you and giving you the thing, this is how I make penance, by dying right here and now. But I believe the nerd just landed a new move. No, he didn't. Okay, that was just a throw. Defend my good G friend. Where we get to have a good time with all these idiots. But, well, Cynthia overskilled, so that's going to be annoying, but... Meanwhile, they continue to suicide upon Guy King. So I should be able to combine after this. They're only 118, I think they need 130 even for combining. But he's... You know what? He's alive. Shitty man. I want to kill the double man, so let's just waddle over here, shall we? What's Kanaji in? Oh, this shitty frog. Yeah, okay, I remember this shitty frog. I don't think he does anything cool. dog. On the shitty front, man, he sucks. Prevail level 4, incredible. One day he'll be a real boy. got him. Both fucking times, I guess. So Gadved is again like, "Man, finish me off. Deal me the final stroke. Determine which one of us is right and wrong." And then Van's like, "I don't give a shit, dude, who's right and wrong. I just want to know where the clawed man is." So we knock yeah, so we knock Gadved into the air. Van turns his thing into silent mode, like flight sword mode. Bonk, got him. And then Gadved's like, "Well, I'm dead. I guess my life and sins are seeping away. I'm dead." And then his robot blows up. He's like, "Well, got him." Yeah, this friggin' gun cross sword mission. Yeah, fine, we'll get her a bop, why not? Must have a dude who can. Yeah, there you go. Oh, MNeidengard already went, so no double money. But I want a bopper, so. Yeah, we got a Van, like, he joined last stage, but we met him the stage before that. Yeah, I think Project Cross Zone 2 might be better than Project Cross 1. Like, everything I've heard about it is they've, like, tried to make it, like, so it's actually playable. And he's invincible because of his fucking barrier. Got us sure of beating up the Saturn. She's fucking invincible, I hate it. enemies are missing some 90% on us, which is nice. I think Namco Cross Capcom had like the best mechanics, but it had the same problem as Cross Zone 1. It wasn't as outrageous, but it still had it where it was just like, there's too many enemies and it takes too long to do. Shit. Catch. So it was Kojinan. So Koji's like, no, how could this be? I'm out. One day I'll be cold. So we've got an ultra sniper squad over here having a good time. Jeek! Okay, he's ready. Bronze bell power activated. Oh, good, now fucking Yasaba's ready to go too. Great. Getting out of fucking control here. But I do have to deal with her. And fucking Yastava. Money. Double XP. Yeah, like limiting the amount of attacks and enemies having less health, that definitely makes it much nicer. That's a kill. Beam coat. So we beat the shit out of it, and yourself was like, "Oh fuck! Right, fine, I'm out. Bye." Enemies do use beams in this game. I don't like that at all. He does have the unstable cannon. It's fucked up. He pulled it out of his cape and then shot us with it, and it was rude. wait one more turn before killing Cynthia as well. Get him, Jeek. Get him. Let's give old Asham the good shit. Like in non-OG games, you've always got a much better chance of beam weapons actually coming up because enemies are like if an enemy's a Gundam guy, they'll probably use beams. It's real and good. Whereas in OG, they're like, here, have some beam barriers and regular barriers. Nothing like. Everything has like one beam attack and then loads of regular attacks, so you never know what's good. Oh, Space Module A, good. And a Prevail. So Ashram's like, ah, fuck, I'll make you be good, Dad. As usual, is regular shit. Nice counter van. I'm sorry, but you're bad. Bonk. Poor Golden Koji, he sucks. Oh, that's why Jeek's got no juice. I was like, why can't Jeek attack at this range? That's bullshit. It's because he's got no juice. Oh, yes, I should have just fucking murdered her, but that's fine. That's fine too. The good shit. Blaze. And then the old spirit bomb. Nice. Right, wow. Bringing over. Oh no, okay, it's just like game over, huh? Well, I'm out. See you all next time. Shit, Saki. Yeah, look, Jigu in this game, original G, he just turns into the fucking head. He's got a necklace that turns into a head, and it's wicked shit. Okay, Chipoy's like, I'm out, bye, get you next time. You know, the usual shtick. Nice. That way you'll get to see all of the shitty videos as they go up. Oh! Nice grenade, buddy. And then the assist from the circle. That's all we got. Hit him with the Brunhilde's arm. Wind that shit up. And the crab should finish this, right? Alright? Three beautiful crab men. Look like they came out of a Ghibli movie. Oh, they gave him the pincher. That's the crab guys. They always come through in a pinch. So he did it. All enemies bopped. Carmen tells Van that she's got something that might help him get closer to the Clawed Man if he just comes back to the documentary. He's like, alright, fine, fuck it. He should be Zoid's next stage, hopefully. So Yasaba's mad as hell. He's like, I can't believe I lost. This is awful. Then Kajinani's like, yo, dude. What is it, Kisama? Kajina. He's like, I got blackmail on you, and that means that I'm cooler than you. So I'm like, so that means I'm stronger. He's like, what? He said, or maybe it's that I'm stronger than you, so I can blackmail. But whatever. You should just die. And they kill him. Like, he just ends up unconscious actually, then he ends up just escaping, so it's fine. So they do it, and it's like... So they beat him up, and then Enji's like, now I can choose my own commander. And Kejinani's like, I was sort of aiming for the job, I sort of really wanted to be the boss, but I mean, what if we just followed followed Cynthia around? Like, she's a cute little girl, right? Let's follow her around. Enji says, what should we do with Yasaba? And Kejinani just said, let's leave him here to rot, whatever. And then they go. Elsewhere, Mr. picks up Sarah, and she's alive and fine and worried about Gainer. And he hasn't sustained any life-threatening injuries, but he's got to have some bed rest. Okay, yeah, and as Mist was on his way back, he's like, wow, there's Yasuba, and he's broken over, man. Cool, just lying on the ground. And he says, in his former life of the achievement of SDF, he was always taught that life-saving was paramount, even of the enemy. And then, Sarah's like, I can't disagree, so we just drag Yasuba and his mech back to base. So, nice work, Kejinani. So, aboard the Daikimaru, Sakon has shown himself in person to reveal the results of his works, and after the all the drama, he's just regular, he's just a normal dude, and everyone's like, that's disappointing. And compared to the typical super robot scientist, he's just quite youthful, and Anna's like, and if I may say so, a little handsome. And then Shizuka, yeah, there's Sakon there, in his fucking spangly coat that he rescued Carmen on earlier. But Shizuka's like super protective of him, and he's got no fashion sense at all. So all that aside, Sakon's got good news. After a marathon session, Suzuka and Diamond have gotten the transdimensional drive back online. That's not going to get us home by itself. There's still the matter of actually creating the gate to go through. And Mist's recollections have been good for a hint, but not much more. Well, Sakon needs more data, and he invented just the sensors to get it. And so he's going to put them on everybody's mecha in the hopes that if we have a similar teleport thing again, then we'll be able to observe all the stuff. As to what he found for investigating Mr. Angelica's stuff, he just was like, well, they receive and amplify energy at certain wavelengths. That's pretty much it. So he tells Mr. Angelica to lengthen their necks for a while. They're like, what the fuck does that mean? He's like, it means wait patiently. And Angelica thinks he's referring to those African tribes with the neck stretching rings, and is like, wait, that's weird. Like that, what? Wait, I don't get it. What the? Wait, but. And Mr.'s like, what? I don't want to have a long neck. Like, you fucking idiots. One more problem. Even if we do find a suitable gate, there's not enough hydriode to run the engines. Yeah, hydriode. To run the engines. And Sakon's been busy trying to find alternative fuel sources, but no. He found a thing called Regel. And it's located in Area Z, and it's a fluid so rich in energy that a single cup can power one of the serpent-style Zoids. And then there's Garrus. So Garrus is like, right, we're going, we're splitting up from Japan ceiling, and we're gonna go find this new fuel source tomorrow. Let's all go to Area Z. Gainer was sent back to Japan sealing with Sarah, and he lost a lot of blood, but he's fine. But Vanna's like, okay, Carmen, give me the shit, he said. And she said, I heard there's something to do with the Clawed Man in Area Z. He goes back to an incident around 3 months ago, and Van's like, He said, I took down a dragon-shaped armor deep in the mountains. And she says, you asked me to decode the dragon's databanks, and mostly all I got was a map that matches Area Z. She doesn't know what's there, but she does know it will bring us close to finding the Clawed Man. And she's like, us close. He's like, us? It's like, yeah, us. I've added a private stake to the search, in addition to our professional data merchants and stuff. He's like, I'll get that woman back one of these days. So Van now owes Carmen big time, but the one big question remains: where the hell are Wendy and Joshua? Are they still at the fucking train station all this time? So here's Gainer waking up in pain but out of danger, it's fine. He's like, oh, that's a lot of blood, I'm dying. But it's like, the thing he's most sad about is that Cynthia turned out to be a Siberian mech pilot, and there's not much Sarah can really say to sort that out. Then Odette comes in and is like, are you alright, my dear student? Are you fine? It's like, wait, what? She's like, I passed the test, by the way. So the feud between Lady and Girl is back on. But they escalate their yelling and they're like, I passed it, it's good. And eventually Anna and Gain and Barrow and Louise all come in like, how you doing, Gainer? Enough of shouting with the women. And he's like, yeah, I'm alright. And Gain basically stays long enough to hear that Gainer will be back to normal in 2 or 3 days, and he's like, okay, I'm going to the documentary, bye. And then it turns out that and then they're like, Mr. recovered somebody, and it was the Siberian Platoon Commander, Yasaba Jin. And then hearing that Yasaba was betrayed by Kejinan and friends, Odette's like, shit, I gotta go find him. I love that dude. So, Anna hears that the documentary is heading to Area Z, so, so Lyubov, her, like, teacher guardian lady, is like, we shouldn't go, like, but she's like, nope, Gain, take me to the documentary, we're going on an adventure to Area Z. And Gain's like, sure, fine. It'll be fine. And there's a shit little weasel badger raccoons. It's like, wow, this fucking nice. And Gain is like, I'm going too. I need to get stronger. And hanging out with those dudes is definitely make that happen. And it's like, so you're gonna do it to beat Cynthia? He's like, no, I don't want to beat Cynthia. I just want to save her. And then Sarah's like, sure, fine, let's go. I'll take Gainer with me. Come on, let's go. So Yasaba's awake now and demanding that someone undo his bonds that we tied him up with, and everyone's like, yeah, we'd love to, but Shizuka tied it and we can't figure out how to undo the knot. And she's really good at knots. She's the strongest person on board the ship, even including and he's like, even including Monkai Saotome, you know, the big buff one. So she tied the tightest knot of all time. So Odette bursts into the room and she's like, Yasaba! And it's all slow motion twinkly like I said. He's like, Odette, what are you doing here? And everyone's like, wait, Odette, why do you know Yasaba? What's going on? And then Gain comes in and he's like, alright, right, let's fucking go. And Yasaba's like, Kisama, Gain Bijou. Duel me, fucker, 1v1 me. He's like, what, why? He's like, if I kill you, then I can hand in your head and I'll get back into the good graces of Siberian Rail, and maybe I'll even get to kill that traitor Kejinan. So Adet and Gain get him to calm down and say, like, there's no going back to Siberian Rail. Even if there was, nothing good's gonna come of being a kid's beck and call. So Adet makes an impassioned plea to come and live quietly with her and Japan's ceiling. And then Gain is like, oh, okay, I'll have to ask you about that later, because that's interesting that you know this man. But Yasaru is obviously, sure, yeah, fine, I'll behave. And Gain assigns Adet to look after him back aboard the ceiling. He's like, why? What are you going to let her do it? And he's like, she's a strong woman. And then Anna comes in. And is like, I want to meet the captain. And everyone's like, wow, look at the cute girl. And she's like, I'm Princess Anna, and I'm not taking any of that shit today, because I want to go see the cute animals. So, I want to meet the captain. Gain, Anna, go where is he? I'm going where is he? It's going to be good. Fuck you. And then Garrus is like, sure, brilliant, great. Brilliant. You can come along, it'll be a good time, and Gainer can come too for the extra firepower. But what about the people on the Exodus? And Gainer's like, I'm not going to be much use to them unless I get stronger. And I want to protect Anna, because she's sort of basically our insurance policy against, like, the Siberian Rail Company, because they don't want to kill the little lady. Sarah doubts that the Exodus protection could be left up to Gainer alone. Especially given how bad of a shape he's in, so she's going to come too. And so the trip to and from areas will only take a few days, and Gain is sure that the Gary squad can hold the fort. But Gain, like, phrases it pretty harshly, but he's trying to get Gainer away from Japan's ceiling so he can, like, fortify himself and for his showdown with the Dominator. But in any event, to Area Z.